which, Ashton, that was a perfect segue into the next team that we're going to go into. You should be hosting the show at some point, man. Alabama. They're coming off of they lost to, who did they lose to? They lost to
Memphis.
Memphis, yeah, they got their brains kind of beaten a little bit by Memphis. They have a loss to Iona, but they also have a really nice win over Houston, and they ran Gonzaga out of I guess it was Key Arena, whatever Key Arena is now called in Seattle. So, Steve, what are you going to give Alabama at this point if you can gift them something?
Just
point guard like Steve Prohm back in the day. Is that what it's going to be?
No, they're good with Quinterly. They're good with Quinterly and Shackelford and Davison. I would say the NBA, man, for them to adopt the NBA 3-second rule and keep all these defensive teams, out of the lane and being able to have them spread out so they'd have a harder time guarding their ball screen offense. But I think the biggest thing, Davison to continue to mature, because when I went down there and watched them play, I thought he's phenomenal. Number two, when people really put the clamps into Shackelford and make it hard on him for other guys to step up. But then the biggest thing I think is rebounding, whether it's Bilatko, whether it's Gurley, team rebound. They've got some size on the perimeter. Those guards like Ellis or Gary, Miles, they got a team rebound. So they don't get beat up on that glass. But like I said, I'm a big fan of Alabama. They've done a phenomenal job, but those are a couple of things.
Yeah. What do you got, Ashton?
I think team rebounding as well. Definitely have one of those. Also, within the half court, can they stay under control, making the right plays to get good shots? And then ultimately making shots at a high clip. They're shooting 33% from three. Can they shoot a little higher? Because their guards get in the lane at will. You talk about Shackelford, Quinterly. I feel like they'll converge the defense and pass out to open guys consistently. Can they knock down shots at a consistent clip? And just being consistent. I really like this Alabama team. I like their pace of play, and they know who they are. Their identity, they literally know who they are. They push the pace. They want to pressure you. Obviously, get under control in transition and push the ball. But I think their identity is really what separates them from most. Going into each and every game, they know exactly what they want to do. Get in the lane, find guys, and it's actually a fun game to watch. I love watching these guys play.
Yeah, the thing that I had written down was just be better defensively, right? The thing everyone wants to talk about what Nate Oates can do offensively and the way that he schemes stuff up in their system and blah, 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 blah. But last year, the best team that he's ever had, they were top 3 nationally in defensive efficiency on KenPom. This year, they're 46th. To me, that's the difference. Part of it is the defensive rebounding. I think part of it is forcing some more turnovers. I think part of it is just as simple as getting a little bit of experience, right? Like Keon Ellis is still kind of a young player in terms of the experience he has in the SEC. JD Davidson is a freshman. Bediako, I believe, is a freshman, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check on. Yeah, he's a freshman too. So Darius Miles is like they're kind of young at some important positions. So I think that there's still room for them to grow. They have plenty of athletes, right? They have plenty of guys that can go out there and make those plays. It's just a matter of whether or not they can get to the point where they are, there's a big difference between being a top 20 defense and a top 50 defense. And I think if they can be like a top 20, 25 defense with what they can do offensively and the firepower they have, that is a team that can get to the Final Four. All right.